The number one mistake people do when they're quantum jumping is not paying attention to the design. Now, there's a bunch of different ways that you can jump into different realities, but what you need to pay attention to is what reality do you want to call in, okay? Because a lot of times people are like, I want this thing, this thing, this thing, but in reality, you want a very curated experience. So you have to basically define what is the main element and start building off of that. So, for instance, if you want to be rich and you want to be happy and you want to be able to do whatever you want at any given moment that you feel like doing so, you want to build off of the main frequency, which is wealth. Okay. If you want to find your purpose or be in alignment with Dharma and like help as many people as possible, then you want to be in alignment with transcendence. Why? Because these are the foundations in which they're going to keep building the entire reality from. A lot of times people are like, well, I'll create my reality by hodgepodging a bunch of different things, but that doesn't end up actually coming through for you really fast, right? Like everything I teach you on this channel is basically to teach you how to jump into an alternate reality as quickly as possible and repeat that process over and over and over again. So, as a shaman for literally 25 years, I've always seen people kind of just like say, hey, I want to have the car. Oh, now I want the boyfriend. Now I want this. And then they still feel unhappy. They still feel like something's missing. They still feel like, oh my God, like, why is it that I have all the things, but I still inherently at my core don't feel fulfilled or in a state where any of this matters, right? So the main reason with each one of those people over the last 25 years has been they have no foundation. They just started grabbing things from the ethers, from the quantum field, and not defining what the end goal was, like what their destiny is. And if you're a shaman or you're an psychic person, an empath, an intuitive that can see into the future or sense like those types of vibrations, that's the guiding force, right? Like if you say, hey, I am on the path to becoming the best shaman in the world, that's a very clear path. Like that's a very clear destiny point, and then everything else builds around that, right? But if you're just saying like, I just want to be the best at something, that doesn't really hold a lot of weight. There's so much random chaos that can be manifested to make you just an expert or a master at anything in particular, right? So like for 25 years I've been really focused on I want to become the best shaman on the planet. Like literally has been my thing. And that's driven me to creating my own tarot deck that's the most accurate tarot in the world, to creating quantum reiki, Antojai alchemy. These are modalities that are proven to be like the most powerful in the world. Now, the reason why I ended up manifesting those realities or quantum jumping into them is because I've always had the same premise. I want to be the most powerful, and then I start channeling things from the ethers, or I start getting synchronicities that guide me to a specific event. And then that's where I end up becoming like really aligned, and it looks like miracles are happening around me, but really I'm just following a very clear blueprint. Everything in reality has a blueprint. Everything in reality has a recipe. If you want to become super skinny, right? Like there's a process to get there, right? And if you want to become like the ultimate version of yourself in the ethers, there is a blueprint to that. The only way you reach the blueprint is first of all being super clear, and then the way you look at yourself as you continue to evolve. So here's a master tip so that you can really just kind of sort of integrate this already into your reality. Always remember that if you can quantum jump once, you can quantum jump twice. If you quantum jump into a reality that doesn't make you happy, you can quantum jump into a reality that does make you happy. You just have to constantly remember that part of your design process is that you can eject any manifestation at any given moment, right? That's called lucidity. That's called transcendental meditation or experiencing, right? Like if you make a foundational rule that you can destroy, recreate, and enforce certain styles of reality, certain beliefs that you have in your reality, then you're going to be able to actually be somebody who just constantly pivots as you evolve. A lot of times we think that quantum jumping is like a very linear line, like it's from A to B, but like literally there's so many different alphabets in the quantum field, from an English alphabet to the Spanish alphabet to the German alphabet. Sure, they have similarities, right? Like each alphabet will construct words, sentences, ideas, whole paragraphs, right? But ultimately they are different languages, right? Those different languages have different vibrations. Those different vibrations create different ideas, create different stories, create the way certain people look at aspects of reality differently and uniquely, okay? So you have to remember that when you are quantum jumping, you want to consistently design the rules or the foundation in which everything else manifests from, okay? So like one of my rules is I get everything I want easily and effortlessly. I've been literally saying that for over, I don't know, like 15 years, the day I kind of like it sunk in for me. And because I do that, I literally get everything I want easily and effortlessly. Another one that I end up doing is like, whoever does negativity upon me, it just is not a thing for me anymore. It won't even affect me. I'm not affected by black magic in any way, shape, or form. And because I do that, I literally see people attempt it and it blows up in their face, no matter how powerful they think they are. I've created a foundation in my reality that states everything I put my hands on, everything that I really truly authentically love and feel passion for will be successful in one way, shape, or form. And as I literally create those foundations, that's where I get guided to make us the best tarot deck in the world. This is how you're gonna do it. This is how it's gonna be presented to the masses, etc. Oh, here's this energy modality that can cure, cancer or this or that or whatever, right? Like there's this energy that comes through because once I have a clear definition as to where I'm going to be working from, what I feel like having an experience, and it's okay if you again pivot. Right now it could be happiness for you. And then in 2 years, you're like, you know what? I really want to experience love. And in 5 years after that, you're like, you know what? I really want to experience wealth, right? Because of the fact that you create a foundation that says you can change as you evolve. You don't have to be static, right? So this is one of the things that I really want you to just kind of like understand, especially if you've checked out this video over here, which is really powerful. It shows you in real time how to actually quantum jump. It's gonna freaking blow your mind. But yeah, this is like the foundation of how I even got back into doing this type of stuff so quickly, right? Like this is years and years and years of practice without you having to do it. If you hear what I'm saying, get a piece of paper right now and write down 3 things that you want your reality to be built off of. What's the foundation of your reality? And once you do that, you're going to feel like you become this vortex and reality starts bringing everything to you. That's where it's going to get really interesting. You'll be beyond manifestation, you'll be beyond quantum jumping, because what you're doing is you're constantly shifting the quantum field to whatever desire and thought that you want. Why manifest case specific things when you can manifest an entire ecosystem? And if you are still kind of like, I don't know what I want to manifest from, just choose truth, happiness, and authenticity. Okay? Truth is always going to show you what's the best option for you and what's healthiest for you. Happiness is always going to show you where your ego is in the way so that you can actually find what your purpose is, especially if you feel lost in some way, shape, or form. And then freedom is always going to move you towards ascension. It's always going to guide you to breaking barriers in your mind, in your physical reality, in the way that you construct reality. So these 3 fundamental rules, if you're completely lost, just use them. I've used them. Truth has guided me to become an extremely telepathic person. I can see reality for what it is. I see the blueprints. I understand truth. It's very similar to King Solomon's asking God for wisdom, right? Like truth is very similar to wisdom. Authenticity has deeply forced me to, ask myself what is it that I want, right? Like what is it I want? Where am I going? Happiness has forced me to look at where I think I'm telling myself I'm happy and I'm not, right? Freedom has forced me to continuously review and pursue the Hindu concept of moksha, which is transcending dharma itself. All right. So hopefully this is helpful. If it is helpful, please give the video a like and a share. That's really helpful. And comment in the comments below Antojai. By saying that you're locking this energy into your reality and you're saying, you know what? I've heard this transmission, spirit. Let's manifest it. I'm sending you all the love. If you want to do one-on-one coaching with me, check out the links in the description below. Join our Patreon and grab the Quantum Reiki Tarot, which is going to blow your mind. I'm sending you so much love. Antojai.